Happy Aloha Friday. Thank you for joining us right here on This Is Now. 7 months after the deadly Maui wildfires, a new alert system is being deployed in Hawaii to help keep communities safe.
The Department of Homeland Security is installing 80 wildfire sensors and 16 wind sensors across the islands so firefighters can quickly locate and target a blaze when it sparks.
Today we're announcing the deployment of new technology that can sense smoke from fire and the particles that the smoke carries, alerting authorities to enable firefighters to move more quickly to engage to stop the fire spread. These sensors will also provide early alert information to inform evacuation.
We'll be deploying 2 strings of these sensors. One of these strings is going to be across Kihei. From your vantage point, it's up to the left here on the slopes of Haleakala is the area we'll be paying attention to. And the second string is in the Oluwalu to Hokiokio area of Lahaina. We need every innovation possible, from equipment in the station to the equipment in the field, to help us with early detection. This will also increase our response and capability getting to the scene. The sooner we can get there, the smaller the fires will be.
Hawaii is the first location to receive the new beta wildfire sensors developed by the Department of Homeland Security's Science and Technology Directorate, the U.S. Fire Administration, and N5 Sensors, Inc. Officials say initial trials have been conducted in 11 other states. The 24-hour technology uses artificial intelligence to identify changes in conditions before wildfires start and can work in all weather conditions. The first round of fire sensors is being provided at no cost to the state. We'll have much more on this story online and on later editions of Hawaii News Now.